Hi, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. And once again, special guest. It's Dr. Williams here, one of my reporters. He hit a double today. I mean, he had two outstanding guests that he feels that really needs your attention. Welcome, Dr. Williams and Marian, your guest. Tell us a little bit about this young lady. I'm telling you, this is really terrific.
A beautiful, dynamic young lady. But Ed, before we get started, I'm fired up.
And
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Fired up and ready to go.
Okay.
Miss Khan is in my community. We live in the same community in Clinton, Maryland. And she's doing outstanding things to help individuals in the community. And she has done outstanding things to help President Barack Obama.
Is that right?
Oh, yes. She's
Tell
a
her,
fantastic
how
person.
did you meet her? Wasn't it in the bank or something you were saying?
I spent some time in the bank, have a little money left, and there she was. And I was counting coins at the coin machine, and I had a little trouble there, and she helped me out, and that's how we met.
Great. Well, tell us a little, Marian, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for having me here today. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful opportunity. My name is Marian Khan, and I am a young entrepreneur businesswoman who is an active Democrat in the community as a political activist, and I helped in the 2008 election by getting the demographic of the Asian American voters to vote for President Obama in his first term. And then I was part of the Truth Team this time around in the 2012 campaign. I was studying abroad, but while I was in Europe, I was logging in regularly to share all of the information in once-a-week emails as a part of the Truth Team over MySpace and Twitter, debunking 5 of the myths that the Governor Romney's campaign was spreading about the inconsistencies with the Obama administration.
Yeah, well, what about this business that you're in? Tell us a little bit about that.
I have a photography business where I shoot digital photographs titled Digital Photos by Ria, and I photograph weddings, events, all kinds of portraits, and just really even pet photography.
Well, what was it that got you involved in the election, you felt?
Well, while I was in college, I was just an active youth leader, and I was president and a volunteer member of a number of college organizations. I felt that there is a responsibility that the youth have, and they need to have it to show it and earn it in the community by being involved at the grassroots, and that was a large portion of the vote for President Obama the first time around. So I got involved with the Obama campaign, and I was asked, and I went ahead and took the opportunity to use my contacts within the Asian American demographic to make speeches to them. So why they should be Democrat, and as new citizens who had just become citizens of the U.S., because there's a large population of them that are raising their children as first and second generation Americans, why they should register to be Democrats.
I see. Now, how did you get involved with this business and politics? I mean,
I was a dual major.
I mean, nobody is an island by themselves. Someone always, strikes the match. Your parents or your cousin or your uncle or something?
I'm a dual major. In college, I was a dual major with my undergraduate studies. One of my majors was business administration, and I come from a background where my father is a businessman, my uncles are businessmen, my grandfather was a businessman in times when women didn't really come out of the house and work. We were talking about a century ago. And now in this generation, with women having such resources, young women having resources to education in Asia and outside of Asia as first-generation Americans, while our parents came here so that we would have those opportunities women don't really, even to this day, have back home on a large scale. That's how I got involved with business, and I was passionate about photography and art, and I have a number of ideas, so I wanted to be an entrepreneur and kind of turn all of my hobbies into businesses so that I can spin off from it and thrive with my income. Now, with politics, I was just passionate and about leadership, and I was constantly told what a great public speaker I am. So I decided, you know, if I'm having this opportunity presented to me to speak for President Obama, why not go ahead and take it, because I have that access to the Asian American population. Why not do something great? Why not have the Asian Americans know what it's like to be able to vote here in the USA when they've come here from countries where there is a large amount of voter suppression, where they don't always have access to being able to vote, and if they do have access to being able to vote, they don't have education, healthcare type resources to come out, vote, and know that they can exercise their vote every, whatever it is, whatever country they're from, 2 years, 4 years, because there's a large amount of even corruption involved, and they don't have that freedom that they have here in the U.S. to vote. So now, as U.S. citizens, exercise your right to vote. Don't take it for granted because you're from a nation where you're not able to vote, that you just sit at home.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. I tell you, that sounds good.
A powerful young lady, is she not?
Oh, yes.
And has attended Prince George's Community College. Isn't that nice to hear?
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm an alumni of Prince George's Community College.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was the honors program president there, and I was there between 2003 and 2004, and overall just studying until I was able to transfer to University of Maryland to finish up my baccalaureate.
Oh, very good. And what was that in? You said business?
Business administration.
Business administration.
Was my second major. My first major actually was criminology and criminal justice.
Wow, that's really great. Fantastic. Doctor, tell us a little bit about this presentation you're getting ready to make.
Well, since this young lady was so kind to me in the bank, I had to decide on a way that I could return the kindness. And I decided to give her a copy of Words Cross and Across, Word Search on Barack Obama. Now this book...
So that's your reward, Marian.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marian. And this book started in a public school here in Prince George's County at Annapolis Road Academy. When I was teaching the I Have a Dream speech, when I was teaching The Audacity of Hope, Chapter 6, many of my students could not pronounce the words. They did not know the definitions of the word. And one young fellow in the back of the classroom said, Dr. Williams, if you would teach us these words through word searches, we will learn them. And that's how this book came about. It was through excitement and motivation from my students. And for all of my students here in Prince George's County and throughout the United States of America, I say, this is your book. I say to parents, get this book and use it. And I say to Marian, use it to the best way that she can.
Right.
Thank you, Marian.
Thank you. I'm so happy and so proud to have yet another book to add to my growing list of my collection of books. And I just really believe that Michelle Obama is a wonderful First Lady. I've met her on several occasions, and she just speaks of classiness and of being a humanitarian, and I think she will go down in history as one of the best young First Ladies that we've had in the office of the First Lady.
Okay, so that sounds great. Fantastic. Congratulations, Marian. And once again, Dr. Williams, you have a jewel here. This is really great. I mean, because you're pointing out how important it is for all people to vote, and especially women getting into the business world. With that, we go into the second half. Welcome back to the award-winning Ed Brown. What's going on? Ed Brown Show. I don't know, but I tell you, Dr. Williams has brought another jewel to this show. I mean, she's going to talk about the veterans, honoring the veterans. Dr. Williams, you did it again.
I do my best here.
All right, tell us a little bit about this young lady.
So today I bring to you Konyka Dyson, a former student of mine. I've known Konyka since 1991 when she was a student at Wilson Senior High School. She did well there, became a National Achievement Scholar, left Wilson and went on to Wake Forest and studied there, did well there. She is just a fantastic young lady. And recently, I talked to her about her work with the Veteran Project. And I said, oh, we've got to share that. We've got to share that with not only the Bowie community, but all over the United States of America.
Fantastic.
So here we are.
Yeah. Konyka, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I
thank
mean,
you.
this is just timely, you know, and then having, you were able to write a song and to present it on the Ed Brown Show.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, this is my very first song, and so I'm very honored, of course, to have Dr. Williams bring me out yet again. He was at a very formative part of my life, pushing me towards excellence, so this is interesting. Very first song I wrote. I've done other creative things, but never written a song. And how the song came about was, this was many years ago. I was reading a newspaper article. It was like 2007. I was eating breakfast, and I was reading about a soldier that was living in a small town, very isolated. He was very young. He had just come back from the war. He had very little family. He wasn't married, and he just was dealing with a lot of problems. And it was just such a depressing article that when I read it, it really made me feel like there is absolutely nothing I could say to that person. And I'm the kind of person that if anyone tells me their problems, I can tell you something that's going to make you feel better. I'm going to say something positive, insightful, inspiring, but I really thought to myself, there is nothing I could say to this man, because what he had been through, I had no words for. And so for whatever reason,
That inspired you to do this.
well, it inspired God, to tell you the truth, because I
Thank
picked
you.
up my pen, and the lyrics just came out in the whole melody. And I've never written a song, so this is it just came. And
Is that right?
And then and I put it on a shelf. I maybe did about 2 verses. Whole thing came, the melody. Maybe came back to it a month later and just finished the rest. And then just didn't know what to do with it, because I'm not a songwriter. And so I had worked at WPFW radio station and gotten in contact with a very talented musician, Udo Opiotian. Uda
wow.
Opiotian.
You remember that name?
Yes,
too? Oh,
yes.
wow.
He worked with me to compose the song. I finally decided it's timely. This has been going on, and you hear a lot about wounded warriors, many with unseen wounds. And I said, you know, it's finally time to just bring this song to fruition. So I got together with a lady I went to junior high school with, Lisa Gilliam. She is an amazing gospel singer. And this song was supposed to originally be a country song, but I don't know how it came out. I don't know what it is now, but I really hope that it is something I hope that the song Soldier's Cry is something that speaks for the pain that a lot of people hold back. Because we honor our veterans a lot, and we all can relate to the patriotism, but a lot of people carry private pain that they don't share, and maybe somehow just letting it out.
Yes.
And knowing that you can reach out to someone else, because many people are there. People just need to know that your pain is real, someone's there for you, and someone's there to help. So I hope the song has some benefit.
Great. What we're going to do then, we're going to go to that song. We want to hear what this song is about.
So there's an ache in your soul. Nobody sees what you see, and you keep holding on, but you can't shake it free. All you see is the sadness, but you can't shed a tear. You got to keep moving forward, believing victory is near, and you want to be free, and you want to go home, and you want to serve us proud. You never felt so alone. It's a soldier's soldiers cry, tears just fall inside. The world keeps passing by. You stand tall and never cry. All your wife does is pray. Bring my husband some peace. I wish my family was whole. Please, God, let it be. You wanna get on your Harley, the one you have in your mind, but you know that they need you. So not today, another time. And you want to be free, and you want to go home, and you want to serve us proud. You never felt so alone. It's a soldier's cry, tears just fall inside. The world keeps passing by. You stand tall and never cry.
Hi, wasn't that fantastic? I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful job that you did that. And this is your first time. I can't believe it. You want to wrap up on that? Just what you went through to produce something like that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us about how you came about with that,
Well,
closing it.
Well, because I wanted to bring it to the show, and wanted to share it. We have just finished it. I actually had finished the song and entered it into a local songwriting competition.
Is that right?
Right, but haven't done anything with it. So it's not a commercial product. Basically, just want to share it with people. Hopefully, if there's somebody that needs to hear it, they hear it. And I really hope that it just highlights the issue. A lot of people are working with soldiers with post-traumatic stress syndrome, traumatic brain injury. A lot of families are hurt. And so I just hope that it raises awareness. And going forward, I hope to highlight other organizations and just keep raising the awareness of organizations that can bring counseling. I think communication and knowing you can talk to someone is so important, because so many people just hold back privately.
Right.
And
exactly.
so if people can reach out to each other. And in doing this project, I was really happy to work with local people who are creative, that we could support each other.
Right.
Uda Opio-Tinyan, a music teacher here in DC, a saxophonist, worked with me on this to create the music behind it.
A lot of people were involved in that production, apparently.
Well, it was 3 of us. So, so me, you know, I brought the sound to him and the song, and he worked on it. And then Lisa Gilliam is so talented, and she, I think, can really go far. So this is a song that she may do more with. We don't know.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Lisa.
Lisa is went to junior high school with Lisa, and she was always a very good singer. In high school, she was amazing. And so now she's my age, so I'm not going to say what that is, but she's been singing. And I really believe that her voice is really an instrument of God. When she sings gospel, she just moves people. And I would love for Lisa to just continue to sing and bless people and touch people, because she just has a way of being able to touch people in a heart place and just something beautiful come out. So I hope that this project really expands for us as creative people, but also for people who benefit from the awareness of veterans organizations, and that veterans, many people who don't talk about it, do need someone to talk to. So that's where we just really want to go with it.
Congratulations, Dr. Williams. Congratulations. I mean, it is fantastic. I'm really impressed. I just saw part of it, when we were setting it up, and it's very impressive. And I want, once again, when you come back with another song, talk to Dr. Williams. He can bring you back. Okay?
I sure will. Thank you very much.
And thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
All
I truly appreciate it.
Okay, this has been Ed Brown. And what we're going to do, hey, Thanksgiving's coming up. We have our reporter, Edwanda Larkin, is going to give you some information. Be back in a second. Hi, welcome back. And everybody knows, hey, Thanksgiving is here, just about here. And we want to thank a lot of people, our staff. We want to thank a lot of people that's involved with the Ed Brown Show. We want to have appreciation of the Ed Brown Show, December 6th, so make sure that you watch that show. But here, today, we have contribute here from Edwanda Larkin. She has a presentation as far as the turkey is concerned. Yes, we're giving away a turkey. Welcome, Edwanda, to the Ed Brown Show. You're continually doing a good job, and now you come up with this idea about giving the turkey away.
Yeah,
tell us about it.
Absolutely. First of all, I'm thankful. I'm grateful for everything that has happened in my life thus far. But we are about to celebrate. We're about to really feast on one of the most family-oriented days in our country, and that is Thanksgiving. On Thursday, November 22nd, we will be celebrating Thanksgiving. Now, the Ed Brown Show audience realizes that there are a lot of struggling families just in our community alone. So we are going to give away a Thanksgiving basket, a traditional Thanksgiving basket. And here at the Ed Brown Show, we are glad, we are elated that we're able to give this announcement. And of course, it will be a traditional basket. You've already mentioned the turkey. There's going to be, we're going to have the turkey, your mashed or your potatoes, your string beans, your corn,
everything,
macaroni and cheese. Your
Don't forget
stuffing,
mac and cheese.
Yeah, the pies, the pumpkin pie, the sweet potato pie, the stuffing, all the trimmings. We're going to do that, but we're working in conjunction with the youth and family services here in Bowie. So we will be giving the basket to a family here in Bowie, and we are just so glad, Mr. Brown, that we can reach out and help and give back. And that's one of our missions of the show is to give back. Whether we have different guests on the show, we're out servicing the community, whether they're youth, young people, senior citizens, we just give back and we want to help. And we're so glad to make this announcement. So on this coming Monday, the family will meet us here and we will give them the Thanksgiving basket.
Okay, that's
so
fantastic.
They'll be ready for Thanksgiving.
Right, that's very good. I'm just telling what we try to do in the show. We try to get involved with the neighborhood. We try to get involved with the positiveness, and nobody made it by themselves. And all of us, I mean, every last one of us has something to be thankful for. I don't care whether your health could be one thing. You know, a lot of people take health for granted, but it's a lot of people suffering out there. And there's a lot of other things that are happening all the way around the world with the storms and things of that nature. I mean, we take these things for granted, but what we have to realize is that we got to be thankful, and we have to do something for somebody else sometimes. Okay, and Thanksgiving is a good time to see you next time.